today is the update. Um, I know that maybe the day before yesterday, we posted a meme saying that there was going to be an update. So much has transpired since that day. It's been ridiculous. So I'm going to tell y'all everything that happened. Prior to me putting up the update meme, we were doing everything that we could with our lawyer to get the release of Chief. So this is what we had to go through. First of all, Chief is still currently locked up in the Nicaraguan police station. Still bringing him food every 3 times a day. And every Tuesday I go to see him. I only seen him twice since he's been in there. And that's only on Tuesdays for 30 minutes. So I have seen Chief 2 times since all of this transpired. The first time I talked to him, I was telling him like everything that was going on, some of the things that we need to do to get him released and everything like that. Had to wait all the way until next week for another Tuesday to see him again and have a meeting with him again. So much is going on. He doesn't really know everything that's going on out here and what's transpiring out here because the police station doesn't want him to have contact with anybody. He can't make phone calls. He can only receive food and one visit a week from anyone he wants to for 30 minutes for 1 week. So his contact is like very limited at this point. And the last time I seen him, which was on Tuesday, I was telling him there were a very, very high chance of us actually getting him out. And I can run a story by y'all. It was a very high chance of us getting him out that day and the next day after that. So what had happened was I seen Chief, and I was telling him, look, we got the lawyer, we got the judge, we got everything that we need right now so that we can put in place a demand for your release. And I was telling him everything that was transpiring and stuff like that. And he's like, everything is getting even more intense because of the fact that they're holding him illegally and they're not letting him go. Like, they're not letting him go. And Nicaragua has its own situation when it comes to that. So yeah, they won't give us any information on why they're holding him. They won't give us any information on a case, if it is a case on him. They won't give us information on if he's been investigated or if there's an investigation. They don't want to talk to us completely. They don't want to talk to us. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, we're his immediate family. Like, we are with him. We're up here every single day. I have his child. Why wouldn't you want to talk to us? Especially if you're insinuating or may think that we're being, or we're being done something by him. And so these are my thoughts that's going through my head, and they're not taking any outside information, So it's a very difficult and sticky situation when it comes to our situation right now. So he just told me that day, he told me to do anything that I can so that we can see him released. This is why we came up with the petition. We have other social medias, like all of the big social medias, like all the news and news articles and stuff like that. We're going to be hitting up so that we can put our story online, so that we can tell everybody, like, there's this new thing called what is it called when the cyberbullying, it's called gang stalking. It's this new thing going around called gang stalking, and it's another form of, it's cyberbullying. It's just in another form. And what these people do online is that they gang up in these groups and they stalk people, especially people of like high figures and stuff like that. And they cyberbully them. They make up lies about them. They say all of this stuff and they blasphemy, upon whatever it is that they're doing, and they say all of these lies and stuff like that. So it's called gang stalking, and that's exactly what's happening, cyberbullying. So we're willing to tell our story. We're willing to get in touch with BBC, CNN, news, Fox News, any media that's like really big to tell our story, because at the end of the day, he's in a Nicaraguan jail for no reason. And so this was the last conversation on Tuesday that me and him talked about. And of course, he's like he wants me to tell y'all that he loves y'all, that he's thankful for all the support out there that we have been getting from all of the people who's donating to us, all the people who's signing the petition, all the people who's supporting CarbonNation. Because at the end of the day, this is what we came here to do. The same energy that these trolls are putting out to get him locked up is the same energy we need to have to get him out. And that's the only way that is going to be done. You see what I'm saying? It's bigger than money. Money is just energy. Money is a catalyst to get us from point A to point B. And if you have money, and whatever you do with it will show who you are. It will show what type of heart that you have. You see what I'm saying? So you can have all the money in the world and do the wrong thing with it. And you can have all the money in the world and give it away because you know that other people need it just as much as you do. And deeper than that is that it's your exchange of energy and what you have to offer the world. You know, money is just a ticket. It's just a false imagery. It's a piece of paper. It's an illusion. But the actual meaning of money is energy. And what you do with your energy says everything about who you are. So we want to thank you. And Chief thanks everybody out there who's supporting him, who's sending their energy to get us where we need to be to see him free. Because at the end of the day, you know, he's given us a lot of energy. He didn't necessarily give us money. He gave us his energy, his time, his wealth and knowledge. You see what I'm saying? He gave us that. He gave us his heart. And so what we do with him now says everything about who we are. So at the end of the day, we want to thank everybody. We want to thank all of our supporters. You know, the trolls, there's not more haters than there are people who love us. Period, point blank. There are more people who love us than who hate us. And it's just a select few who hate us and that who have this false sense of power to think that they can do what they're doing. But at the end of the day, once all of the smoke clears and everything settles and everything is calmed down, when the storm passes, the truth will remain in the end. And you're gonna fade away, and you're gonna actually you're gonna condemn yourself for doing what it is that you're doing. So at the end of the day, you know,
it seemed like she talking about herself. They gonna be condemned and all that. Dumbass.
Oh, it is what it is. You know, y'all, but we're not gonna allow you to keep sitting here talking about us.
Not gonna allow us. What are you gonna do? Y'all got it. Yeah. So what do y'all? Why y'all need the U.S. Embassy and all that? And then you the dumbass for putting all your information online. Court, do it in secret. Why y'all have to solicit help and all this and expose all y'all information online? We wouldn't be having this conversation if y'all kept y'all stuff to yourself. Like, that's y'all fault. And until they realize this stuff, they'll keep on doing the same thing. That's why Velvet, I don't got no sympathy for a dumbass.
Making up lies about us and think that we're going to be silent about it. No,
we didn't make no damn lies about you. This shit been going on for this shit been going on for 3 years. The proof is in the pudding. I mean, I'm sorry, Mr. Marquez. Your daughter's an airhead.
Wake up every fucking day just to put our lives online so we can teach you and show you that there's a better way.
That's your problem. We didn't teach.
To live. There's nothing wrong that we're doing. There's nothing wrong that Chief did. Any video that you may have misinterpreted from your fucked up perception of the way that you want to look at life.
So we misinterpreted him saying he want to feed. They don't get have a problem feeding cum to babies and sperm is information. So we perceive that different, and the cult members are condoning it. So you making yourself look like a fool. You need to leave.
That you watched of Chief has everything to do with how you're
all that huffing and puffing. The Chief in it.
Thinking and not what's the actuality of the situation. Chief has got online to explain himself in multiple scenarios in any type of
explain himself after the fact. It's almost like a nigga saying, "Oh, I raped somebody," and then explain after the fact. "Oh no, I somebody. She just said no, and she was saying no like she wanted some more, but it felt like I was." That's see what I'm saying. See how that logic is I mean, he said it after the fact, so it doesn't even matter. I mean, he's the one who gave the information in that type of way, and he meant it in that type of way. So
video that anybody have felt
watch out, the
that
hell
they
I'm pussing.
disagree
Watch it.
with or that they didn't
Watch.
understand. But if you don't want to understand, then that is your way of life. That is the way that you want to live. So at the end of the day, you go your separate way. You don't have to sit online and bully us.
First of all, we ain't got no power. Obviously, the laws, they took whatever you said, the quote unquote the wrong way. So y'all keep on putting, that's y'all problem. Y'all putting blame every time on everybody else but y'all. Y'all never wrong. You can't even admit, say, oh well. You can even admit, but still support Eligio. You can say, you know, it's some things that he could have, he shouldn't have said. You won't even say that. And then if you admit that, then obviously he's not God. Because if you admit that it's some stuff he shouldn't have said, then that you're admitting that he's wrong. And y'all won't never admit that he's wrong. Y'all always justify it. Rambo and everybody. Anybody who left, Maisha, all that. Like, y'all justify his behavior. Say, well, I know how you know him. Nobody knows this fool. He's unexpected and
You don't have to sit online and stalk us just to find something, just to make our lives what you think it is. So with everything that's going on, that's transpiring and everything, it's just to show us who's weak and who's real.
no, it needs to show you what not, y'all don't learn from nothing. That's, man, it always goes back to y'all don't learn nothing. Y'all run away from problems and don't learn from your problems. If you learned from these problems, this wouldn't have got to this point. So I mean, at this point, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have no sympathy for these people. I've been trying to ignore, as y'all can see. I haven't even been posting that much because I'm really getting tired of CarbonNation. And at first, I had felt sympathy for the people in CarbonNation, but at this point, they all can go to jail, including Velvet. And if Mr. Marquez is watching, I don't mean to personally offend you or your daughter, but I mean, don't you think it's the best thing right now? She needs to be locked up. She's not coming home. If she was gonna come home, she would have been did it. So she needs to be locked up. I mean, I think that's the best thing.
End of the day, it's just collecting the elite and convicting the weak at this point.
The same
and we're
rhetoric.
Coming close because Chief is in a situation that he's in right now. Is coming closer to the end where your minds, your hearts are being
closer to y'all in. See all that. See, with all these type of brainwashing techniques and cult behavior, they always have ultimatum, and we never get to that ultimatum like the Christians in the next coming of Jesus Christ. I mean, there always has to be an enemy. There always has to be some type of fear tactic. And look at her. She look at it. Look at her right now. She don't even know what she's saying. She just talking and spitting out rhetoric. She just
being more callous. It's being more.
Can't even look right in the camera.
Your DNA into what you are gonna live out your next lifetime. You're creating your
that is brainwashing 101. This what they do, make you think you got. I mean, if we do, we don't know about it. We ain't nothing that we can verify. I'm not saying that we don't. I'm not saying that because there's no way we can verify it. So don't think I'm offending people that do think this, that we have multiple lives, which that's more plausible than say the Christianity's heaven, but there's no evidence for it. Motherfucker ain't came back and said, oh yeah, I remember my past life and this, that. So there's no way to verify that, and it's just an excuse for motherfuckers like this to do what they do. and for somebody can be a servitude for most of their life. Say, well, I have my next life. I mean, that's quote. I mean, that's. I mean, I might well start a
next
quote.
lifetime, and we're just here to help you out of that paradigm, to help you.
Why? Who? Why help us out of the? I mean, we didn't ask for the help, and obviously, your help is what's down your downfall. So why are you helping us to potentially hurt you, your own self? That don't make no sense. Leave us alone. Y'all been way well off if y'all never picked up a phone. If y'all were actually in nature, and I support stuff like that, but y'all are a cult. Y'all ain't in nature, and y'all don't follow nothing y'all say.
You into a more righteous way of living, into a more righteous way of thinking, so that you don't create that reality for yourself when you are transitioning from this lifetime to the next. So prior to having that meeting, we had already, prior to having that meeting with Chief, we had already met up with our lawyer that same day, that Tuesday, which was 2 days ago. That Tuesday, we had
held you right. Help yourself. We don't know. Shit, help yourself. Obviously, you need some help. We need to help you. We sending Babylon money.
With our lawyer, and our lawyer was saying, okay, we got a judge, and we have to go up to the police station, and y'all can meet the family. Y'all can meet us there, and we will ask and demand, not even ask, but we are demanding from the Supreme Court here in Nicaragua for his release.
Here in Nicaragua, you talking long. Calm down.
Now, even if he had a trial date, even if he was to walk in a courtroom and the judge, the judge would say the same thing. The only difference between the tactic or the strategy we chose to do.
All right, it's another video, y'all. Gets it cut off on.
Welcome back. I'm gonna just pin out comment again. It was paused, so now we're back in. So like I was saying,
hold on before she start. I hate to be negative, but see, this is the problem we're seeing right now. There's no balance. They always want you to be positive. That's the problem with most black people or people, period. Y'all don't know balance. You have to have negative to balance out the positive in order to have a reasonable mind. Once you have more or less of one thing, that's when you become what a regular person would call crazy or slow or off the wall. You don't have a balance of something. Something is not there. So when a person try to exclude one or the other, call red flags go in your head. Call.
Nicaragua is denying their own judicial system. They are making their own laws, and they are going against their own.
This is a foreign country. That's what y'all get. Y'all should have. It's not America. Y'all should have stayed in America.
And that's not good, because now you have you have Chief in the situation where he's in a foreign country as an American citizen who cannot receive help from the U.S. Embassy the way that he should be because of the political turmoil between Nicaragua and America.
Hold on. Can't seek help from who? You said U.S. Embassy, but embassy. But what I heard by y'all rhetoric is Babylon, right? So now you need help from Babylon. Oh, okay.
So now we have to take another route, and the other route is to push the U.S. to help us, because he's a Nicaraguan citizen. He's a he's a U.S. citizen.
Get it right, because that messed me up. What? No, U.S. citizen, and then he probably got a warrant. They say he got a warrant in the U.S. So, I mean, what's they gonna do? Get him to the U.S.? Okay.
He's not a Nicaraguan citizen. So a little bit more juice to the story is the fact that the reason why it took us so long to give the update is because we were so back and forth, and I wanted to give everybody very clear definite points of what it is that we're going through and what it is that we're doing. Because if I would have gave you the update 2 days ago, it could have confused a lot. So this is what happened from that, since the time I posted that meme up until now. First, our lawyer, we have two Nicaraguan lawyers. So once we got our lawyer, we sent all of our information. We told him everything. We showed him our life. We showed him the cyberbullying. We showed him everything. On top of that, he did his own research as far as the laws that have been infringed upon Chief and everything that Chief is going through, and the illegal activity that's going on the behalf of the Nicaraguan National Police. All of this has been stated. All of this has been notarized by our lawyer and has been certified by the Supreme Court judge here in Nicaragua. Now we have to take the action to actually the first judge that we got actually denied our case. First off, I want to tell y'all the situation politically here that we're in Nicaragua. We know, as citizens of countries, we know that every country has its own set of political issues or political standpoints when it comes to being a democracy, Republican, a Democratic, whatever it is that you are, dictatorship, whatever it is that you whatever a country operates under. Nicaragua here,
all that huffing and puffing, god damn,
is under political turmoil with America. This is not to say that we don't like Nicaragua or anything like that, because we actually came to Nicaragua. We was like, oh, Nicaragua is very, very beautiful. We want to enjoy this place. We want to see the fruit, just like we have.
Oh, so now you trying to be smart. You trying to you ain't gonna talk down on Nicaragua, cause
have done with every.
You still getting what's coming to you, sweetie. It's not gonna change nothing.
Other Central America country that we've passed through. We passed through all of the countries here in Central America, except for a few, which we were actually going ahead that way right before Chief was detained. So we came to Nicaragua at first, and we didn't know anything about the political standpoint between them and America.
That's y'all first fucked up.
We're not thinking about political issues, because we're not here for political issues. We're here to proclaim the message, live our lives as we see fit, and do what it is that we need to do. Live in tune with nature and enjoy the fruit and enjoy the fresh air and enjoy everything that we came here to enjoy. And this is the journey that
y'all ain't breathing no fresher air than what we breathing right here in so-called Babylon. They got cars over there too. I'm sorry, y'all.
We're on in our life. So
they're just so delusional.
After some time had went by, of course, we're getting trolled online. Like, we're getting cyberbullied online by all these people you see. They're just cyberbullying the shit out of us. And they're creating lies, and they're taking out videos, clips of 3-hour-long videos, and creating it and depicting it to be what they think it is by twisting the words around and switching and twisting the content of the video.
How can you twist when I don't see no extreme editing on these receipts? There's no morphing of voice, none of that. What are you talking about? I'm gonna ask you to post some evidence.
Now, if anybody ever go back to those original videos that they clipped those clips from, then you will watch the whole video and you will see what Chief is talking about. You will see what Eligio Bishop is saying in the video. So I encourage everybody to go to CarbonNation. If you don't,
no. That them 3-hour clips gives you an understanding, maybe, but we know what he said. Understanding in what he came out his mouth is different things. We understand that now, but the thing about it is, why say it? Why present it in that way? Like I said, like you saying, it's like a motherfucker saying, oh, I raped somebody, and then back door an hour later say, well, she was saying no, and we continue to have sex. She was just saying no, like a rape fetish. That's not what you said. You see what I'm saying? People go to I'm gonna use that as an example, but people go to take that and run with it, right? But people can't take that and arrest you because they're not law enforcement, right? The law enforcement has to look at it and say, they have to see, okay, well, I think I have evidence to lock these motherfuckers up or lock him up. And that's exactly what happened. So, I mean, in that case, anybody could take a clip and say, "Oh, okay," and get somebody locked up. But that's not the case. The laws had to see something, have some type of evidence to lock a motherfucker up, point blank. Period. I mean, or he would have been out in 48 hours. It would have been an unlawful arrest, but at least he would have been out in 48 hours. The fact that he's still in that motherfucker, he did something.
Know about us, you should go to CarbonNation TV on YouTube so that you
and go to CarbonNation TV on Facebook. I got a dummy page and no, I really do though.
You can get a very clear, definite idea of what we are, who we are, and why we're doing what we're doing. This is not to go against anything or anybody. We just feel that there is a natural way to live life, and this is how we want to live our lives. Who are you or anybody else to take that away from us? We don't harm anything. We don't do anything to nobody. We don't talk bad about anybody. We don't make lies up on.
You don't talk bad about anybody. What about all that dumb shit y'all was talking about Babylon and how and Nature Boy was I mean, come on now.
Anybody, we just tell the truth, we speak it how it is, and we keep it moving, and we document our life. So this has been what has happened to us on our journey, is the cyberbullying. Everybody cyberbullies us. They make certain things up about us. They say certain things about us, lies. And recently the trolls have went to a whole nother extent to call the U.S. Embassy wherever we are. They would call the U.S. Embassy wherever we are and tell the U.S. Embassy that all of these lies and make up this thing about us. And the U.S. Embassy, of course, is like, oh, damn. They would even go so far to actually call in the police, the national police of the country that we're in, to tell us what it is, to tell them what it is that they think that we're doing, and tell them all of the lies and all of the blasphemy that they put out against us. So what you have is, when you call these people, when the cyberbullies call the police where we are, of course, they don't want any criminal activity in their country, so they're going to investigate whatever it is.
They're going to investigate, not arrest. And what happened was arrest.
First time this happened to us was in Mexico. Palenque, Mexico, and a lot of stuff was happening, and that was actually my behavior and the things that I did in Palenque, Mexico, gave the trolls, it gave
so it's your
these
fault.
Cyberbullies ammunition to use against us, to depict our lives in such a way that they could use it against us. So me.
So okay, yeah, everybody, 637, write that down. It's her fault. Remember what she said. It was her fault that this happened. It wasn't, not the trolls, none of that. She said she gave the basically the tools, basically the cheese to the rat, right? So, well,
me and my husband Leo, we went through our situation, like our relationship and stuff like that, and we documented our relationship online. So people
write that down too. That's one the other way they fucked up.
Actually got to see themselves in a relationship through us. There are many relationships out there that have the same disagreements that me and him.
But they don't publicize it like you did, like a dumbass, and got your own. You did this.
Have had at one point in time, which is completely blown over and completely looked in the past, and now we have a clear understanding of what it is and who it is and what it is between us. So. And nobody's taking
No. He's completed his brainwashing with you. That's what happened. And now everything that he does, you justify it. So you come to now you're trained to defend him no matter what. He punched you in the face, you defend him. Oh, I did this and this, that. That's what he trained you to do. So
into consideration. Nobody's taking into consideration that we're a couple just like everybody else out there, in a couple that's going through their ins and outs when it comes to being connected to a person. At some point, you have to agree in a certain way. You see what I'm saying? So this is what
my parents been married for 20, 30 years. They ain't been through the shit y'all been through, so
the people have seen our relationship, and these trolls have taken our relationship.
Yeah, go call pops, then now want to shit on them. No, like I said, I mean, like, no offense to her dad, but man, whoo, I would have been her, let her go. Like, that'd have been, she wouldn't be my daughter no more. I mean, I don't got kids, but I couldn't imagine. Like, I just really couldn't imagine this being my daughter and all the disrespect. And now the motherfucker gone. You still ain't coming home. That means you've been successfully brainwashed. That's why I named this title the successor of CarbonNation, because that's exactly what she is. If she wasn't a successor, she been the leader the whole time. She really liked that I mean, come on now. She liked that attention, like that she's left on the mantle. She like it. Come on now. I know she do that. If she didn't, she would have been on left. She like this is what she been wanting all along.
Relationship and depicted it to what they want.
She need to go to jail.
You know, at one point in time, and this is why CarbonNation really doesn't talk to any outside people, like as far as like Babylon family and stuff like that, because when we do that, you can use anything we say against you when we're actually just looking to you as a friend or to look to you for guidance or whatever it may be. But we can't depend on you because you see our life in a way that's fucked up. You don't agree with our lifestyle that way we think that we should live our life, and you don't support us.
See, that's a red flag. If everybody around you is wrong, like everybody in Babylon is wrong, all your family members are wrong, and you're right, then no, you gotta look at yourself. See, all these red flags I learned as a child as common sense. I'm guessing they didn't learn this. That's why I said some of the fault is the parents, because there's no way I could be susceptible to a cult, because this is common sense. Like, even if 10 motherfuckers around me saying, nah, that ain't, you ain't doing right, then I'm gonna at least have to look at myself. They won't even look at themselves. They just think they right. Like, that's what I'm talking about, that balance. The balance between negative and positive. You have all that positivity, like, no, I'm stop being negative. No, if you're right, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. See what I'm saying? So that you always got to maintain that balance. A little bit of negativity is good. You're never supposed to be void of anything. A little bit of anger is good. A little bit of all these qualities are good because it gives you balance. It gives you, then in that balance we call common sense. Something that she probably ain't never had.
So we don't talk to you, and this is why.
Yeah, sorry, Pop.
When I was having one of my down moments in a relationship with my husband, I stepped out of our marriage and I called my Babylon dad and I had a conversation with him. And, you know, it was simply just about normal things, like normal things people go through in a relationship. Normal stuff that people don't actually want to talk about, that their husband and wife don't want to talk about because they may be ashamed or they may not want to lose that person or whatever it is. But we're actually trying to salvage and keep our relationship because we see how important it is for both of us to have each other in our lives. So what we did was we just simply came out and started talking about the shit that nobody wants to talk about, and we're handling it between each other like adults, and we're getting through it and we're getting over it, and we're not harboring and hiding this shit from each other and acting like I like him and he.
No, all what happened was he didn't adapt to you. Well, to a certain extent he did, but what I'm saying is you had to start condoning what he was doing in order for y'all relationship to go good. That ain't a real relationship. If every time you're wrong and he's right, that's not a real relationship. And you condone, like, he's just right all the time. In that case, shit. Oh my God.
It's not acting like he likes me just to be with me just because he may, you know, it's not that type of situation. It's actually us just working the kinks out within.
I guess not. Hold on, y'all. It done froze up. 8:53. We finna get back in the building. Oh yeah, for y'all who just coming in, yeah, some motherfucking commentary. I'm sorry. Y'all wanna watch the full thing by itself, which most y'all probably already have, but I'll have it on my page here pretty soon. Let's see if we can get this back running. We're finna get back in the building.
Yeah. All of these lies again is depending over it, and we're not harboring and hiding this shit from each other and acting like I like him and he's not acting like he likes me just to be with me just because he made, it's not that type of situation. It's actually us just working the kinks out within our relationship. So when I walked out of our relationship to talk to my Babylon dad, he created this big thing in Mexico. Mexico came in, they ran down with guns on us. They pulled everybody out. They said that he was abusing children, he was a pedophile, he was sex trafficking all the women here. This is a sex cult. He's taking money from everybody, he's extorting everybody, he's doing all of these negative things that you see online. And I'm here to tell you today, and the rest of CarbonNation will be giving their testimony soon, so that you can know that all of these things that's online are not real. When you go on the actual Managua website to look up the article that they have on us, it is literally mismatched information. It's information way from Costa Rica, and that was 3 years ago. There's information that's being put together in pieces, like puzzle pieces that don't even go together. So what you have is a article about us that's not even true. The people that's on that article is not even here anymore. They're not even here anymore. So there's a whole nother group of people. There's a whole new, thing that we're going through. And all of the people who left CarbonNation, they wanted to leave because they didn't agree with the lifestyle. They didn't agree with some of the things that, they thought that they just, didn't agree with. And it is what it is. And we couldn't stop them and hold them hostage or anything like that. So it baffles me and behooves me to tell you that all of this shit is a lie. People online, they're creating this, they're making this, they're making that.
Now that's where you fucked up. All the shit can't be a lie because we're getting all the shit from y'all. So you got to admit to something. So that's almost like a motherfucker like 9/11 saying like all the shit is a lie. Now you can't say all the shit is a lie. What you can say is refute what can be refuted, but you can't say all the shit is a lie. Once you do that, all your accreditation goes out the window. Like y'all still don't get it. Like use your common sense. Like if you want to do right, gain your credit back. Start at least acting like you have some sense. I mean, this is not proving it that you have any type of improvement in your senses when you saying all of it was a lie. There's no possible way all of it could have been a lie. Could have been some of it being a lie or over exaggerated, maybe. Yes, but you didn't say that. So.
And then actually, people have more incentive to make up certain things about us because BBC actually did an interview without our consent about who we were and what we were here to do and all of this stuff like that, and was calling us a cult and was saying all of this stuff.
Hold on. This is the calling you a cult. Y'all the one who said, I wish I had that video. Y'all the one who said, yeah, we're a cult. Like, y'all was owning it that y'all was a cult, right? So all her credit is just, all I see right now is a young broad that is just in straight defense mode. Not a logical, they've never been in a logical mode. Never been where they express some type of common sense. So I'm just seeing the same exact mirror of 3-4 months ago. Like nothing has changed.
Us that aren't necessarily true, instead of taking our word for it and then just leaving it alone if we chose not to do the interview, because what people are trying to do is twist what we're saying. You know, a cult is nothing more than a culture. The root word of culture is cult. It's just a way of life. It's a group of people that's under a certain doctrine, a certain thought frequency, a certain set of mind frame, a certain people that is under specific laws and principles that abide by those laws and principles, and choose not to live by anything else other than that. I mean, look at every country that's here. Look at the United States. Everybody has a certain culture. Everybody is technically a certain cult. That does not make it bad. We just have put the stigma and we have put a negative denotation.
See, she making the same mistakes again. Didn't she say that y'all take our words and then she still using that same? We all know what people refer to when they say a cult, right? So why the fuck are you still going to defend and say we are a cult? I mean, or cult is just this. You just giving us more and more stuff that we can just pull right back up and use straight against your ass. You need to stay off social media. You too.
On the word
just naive.
Cult is not what people are making it out to seem to be, and we're not this cult that's like trying to capture people and hold. No, if people come and they want to go, we let them go. If we were holding anybody hostage, then all of the people who was on the list on the Managua webpage, all of those people would still be here, but all of those people are gone, and now there are new people, and it doesn't matter about what they thought that they didn't agree with or whatever. They went to go live their life at the end of the day. And even if they had something negative to say, I think that's really fucked up on their behalf, because it wasn't that much negative here that they've experienced, because I've been here for damn near 3 years now, and nobody wants to talk to me. You know what's even more fucked up about our situation is that when you're here in CarbonNation, everybody's like, you're stupid, you're brainwashed, you don't know shit, you're being brainwashed by Chief, this and that, and then this and that. And then when we actually leave, if any of us right now who's in CarbonNation right now was to ever leave, then our word just automatically becomes credible. It automatically becomes something that the trolls can take, or that demonic forces can take, or people who want to see us fail can take to use against us, and then they'll take that as truth. And that doesn't make sense to me, because if you truly took my word for the truth when I was out of CarbonNation, why wouldn't you take my word to be credible or true when I'm in CarbonNation? That doesn't make sense. And like
yes, it do make sense, because we know y'all suppress shit while y'all in there. So now, not to say that if a motherfucker get out of CarbonNation, I'm gonna completely take their word. No, because look at Rambo now. Look at, they still spitting the same type of rhetoric. Like you gotta search for, like, almost like search between the lines of the answers, or just assume this and that because of how they respond. Like, just like they say, Rambo try to justify pedophilia. He didn't say he's justifying pedophilia, but we had to come to that conclusion after he said the shit that he said. So you gotta read between the lines. Don't think that we taking these motherfuckers word for word after they coming out of CarbonNation. No, we gotta kind of like, it's almost like talking to a dumbass or somebody that talking a different language. You gotta kind of like, okay, you kind of gotta like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying, and that's what we're doing. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You justifying pedophilia, okay.
Always, and like I was always told, and it's a wise saying, like there's always two sides to the truth. You know what I'm saying? There's your part, there's someone else's part. Well, there's three sides to the truth, but there's your part, there's someone else's part, and there's the absolute truth of what happened. You can take all the negative you want, you can make us look as bad as you want, but you have nothing positive to say. Chief, these trolls have literally called Chief everything. Literally, they have made him out to be every criminal act that you could ever think of, and I think that's the most fucked up thing ever, because no human on the face of this earth can be that fucked up.
See, what? No, See, he got y'all that naive. Y'all don't think it's fucked up individuals like that. See, you see how? Hey, oh man, he's sick, man. So you know, she don't think that there's motherfuckers that are actually like him. See, he brainwashed them to thinking that it ain't all the signs to ignore them. So there can't be. If I myself, if they're my reflection, I know I can't be that bad. You know, all this rhetoric that, like I said, I'm not against all of it. Some of this stuff, people like almost like people in church. They need some people ain't capable of I'm coming to the conclusion some people ain't capable to uh do some of these stuff on their own, like or think on their own. So you have people that go to follow, right? So like I said, she's one of them, man. Like it's like, and the thing about it is, the most fucked up thing about it is, like, we be wanting to dismantle stuff like, you know, Nature Boy in church and stuff like that we know is like bullshit, right? But at the same time, I don't want to be responsible for the motherfuckers. Like, nah, cause like I can't deal with it. Like, these people need to use their own head. Like, I mean, I couldn't deal with it. So I commend the pastors and the cult leaders. If that's what y'all doing for the dumb motherfuckers that fall for it, hey, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But don't do the same mistake that they doing now, putting all this shit online, which most cults don't even do. And that's where y'all fucked up. But y'all don't realize who y'all are. Y'all trying to normalize the shit, and that's what fucked y'all up. Like, y'all should have just stayed offline, point blank.
Like, period. There's nobody out here that's that fucked up. You have people that have different degrees and octaves of fucked upness, but no person on earth can be all of these fucked up things that you're saying. And even if
motherfucker can't be a pedophile, a gay dude, no, a bisexual dude, a woman beater, the motherfucker can't be 4 and 5 different things. That don't make no motherfucking sense. I know plenty kinfolk that was 4 and 5 things. What you think, motherfucker, would be just one and be excluded of another just because? I mean, y'all gotta start listening to what she's saying. I hope some people that actually follow CarbonNation is watching, because y'all just gotta just start just okay. Let's go back to elementary. Just listen. I mean, and once you just like listen without no bias, even from the opposing side. If you don't even have no bias from anywhere, and you just listen, you can any person with common sense can plainly tell, oh yeah, this is some bullshit. And if you don't plainly tell, can't plainly tell, then you're one of those people I'm talking about that needs to be to a certain extent ruled. Because like I said, everybody can't be a leader. Everybody can't be and you got like a certain percentage of the population that has to be, you know, controlled in some type of way. Like somebody, they look to be controlled almost to a certain extent. Like that's why some people flock to Nature Boy and pastors and stuff like that. They want somebody. They never had that type of control. Like her Velvet, her daddy. Like he might. I think he should have been more harsh. Because she said that he done kicked or whatever, something like that. He should have did more, because obviously he didn't do shit.
Showed you his ex-wife who had the quarrel with him, or whatever the case may be. The only reason why he put it online to show you anything that he may have confessed to himself is because he wants to show you that that's not the right thing to do. Because people actually go there. People actually do stupid shit like that. And he's been through a lot in his life to come back to a standpoint and tell you, like, look, I have experience and this is why you shouldn't do it. Not to say that, oh yeah, this is who I am, this is the ends all be all of who I am. You act like people can't make mistakes. You act like people can't grow from what it is.
So you admitting that, yeah, okay, he done the shit, but he's telling people that he's done it and he wants to go and be better, right? So that just contradict what you just motherfuck. Oh, man.
That they went through. And if at any moment you went through something in your life and somebody condemned you for something that you did, how would you feel? What would you think about? What would you do? How would you feel towards that person if somebody literally was trying to make you out to be a mistake that you made? You wouldn't necessarily like that naturally in your lower self. You wouldn't necessarily like that person. You would tell that person, fuck you. You would want to fight that person. Or you would be like Chief and try to explain and try to get them and level with them and reason with them and raise them up to your thought frequency. So at the end of the day, it's just fucked up how people are making.
See, I thought it raised them up to the truth, right? Not about this and that opinion, right? But the truth, right? So you saying raise them to the level of Nature Boy frequency. That's your problem. And you contradicting yourself left and right, sentence after sentence. Like, come on now. Like, man, we gotta start being we just gotta start telling like it is, man. These people, all this rhetoric, all this conscious talk, all this all this like my reflection and all this, oh hey, peace, my this, that, that's good and everything. That's positivity and all that. But at a certain point with these type of motherfuckers, you gotta get just straight cutthroat. Like you gotta just go ahead and tell it like it is and hope that it stick.
Making this out to be more than what it is, and now you have him locked up for it.
Nigga say, girl,
but at the end of the day, you shall get what you reap. You know, you call yourself reaper. Oh yeah, you will reap what you sow.
I don't, and see all this rhetoric, religious rhetoric too. You will reap what you sow. Yeah. That's a good theory, and for the most part, I believe it too. I mean, I know how that can play in everyday life. I done seen it happen, but it's not exact science. You see what I'm saying? People taking this shit like it's something exact. I done seen motherfuckers do dirt and get away with dirt for 40 years, all my life, right? And didn't reap what they sowed, right? So, or they did, you know, but in a different way that's negative to somebody else, but positive to them. See what I'm saying? So stop treating this wording like it's just like some type of exact. A motherfucker can do dirt for 50 years and don't get caught up and die and die with his secrets, right? So that shit is not. I mean, it's a good theory and it's good for learning, right? But you don't take it every situation. Like you gotta reap what you sow. Like a motherfucker scared or something. Like no, motherfucker kill you or rape you or do whatever he want and just walk off like it ain't shit. Like that shit don't work no more.
So at the end of the day, you should be careful where you planting seeds and how you're planting seeds, because at the end of the day, whether it looks like it's germinating or not, that shit is gonna die out very soon.
Clegg, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, you're right. You said they all show signs of being slow. Yeah, they do. And then the crazy thing about it, the people, the main motherfuckers that show signs of being slow be trying to have a big vocabulary, having these different words like they like they actually. I mean, it makes the situation even worse because they actually think that they know what they talking about. So it's like, damn, like, yeah.
Soon, and you're not gonna have any harvest from it. Period. Point blank. Okay. So, you know, me and him, we have our relationship, and that's just one aspect to it. You know, our relationship is one aspect to it. You know, it's his whole life that people are trying to use against him. You know, and it's just retarded, and it's just
his whole life that he put online that he told every single bit about. He didn't even lie about the shit that he should have lied about. Like he the one who spilled all that.
It's just stupid. You know, it's something that we should all look at as humanity and ask ourselves, like, damn, what is it inside of me that wants to make him suffer for what he believes in? You cannot sit there and bash anybody for their religious beliefs or their outlooks on life. You just
Actually, we can. That's what gives us a freedom of speech. That's what y'all don't understand. Like if I was y'all, if I had a court, right, I would completely ignore the negativity, like them pastors be doing all that. I'm talking about you. They'll completely ignore shit for years, right? Y'all the one who address it and talk about it like dumbasses, and then give up your give up more information pertaining to it, and then want to get mad when we bring the shit up. Like, come on now, y'all can't be that stupid. Just don't have some common sense. Don't talk. If you were smart, you wouldn't have never have brung up a negative remark. If somebody was on your Instagrams trolling, right? Just you would have never brought it up. Why bring it up? Because it had to have some truth to it, and it offended you in some type of way, and you had to respond to it.
either you agree with their opinion or you don't, and you keep it moving and you do your own thing. You don't have to bully anybody. You don't have to harass anybody. So what happened was, back to the story. What happened was, once that happened in Mexico, these Mexican police investigated everybody. They took the women for sure, because it was an allegation saying that he was sex trafficking everybody. The what do you call it? The people who ask you certain questions in a way so that you can a
psychological evaluation.
Psychological person, interviewer, lady, thingy,
a psychologist.
These people are called. They had a psychoanalyst on every woman here to give their statement on what it was that they was going through, and everything came back regular. Everything, they're like, okay, we understand what's going on here. They actually came up in our home in Mexico, looked at everything, made sure that nothing was wrong. They
in your Airbnb, my bad.
Checked the children. They checked everything, and they let us go. They said, okay, you can go back home now. So if it was still an open investigation, then they would have told us, look, this is still an open investigation.
No, they wouldn't have. You see how dumb a motherfucker is when they took that information that they got, and they were like, okay, well. Matter of fact, they could have had information to arrest you right then. But what our law enforcement will do is let you go to gather more information so that they can get maybe even say if it was just a misdemeanor charge that they could have got you on, or like a minor charge or a ticketed offense. They're like, nah, if we let them go, we could potentially get some felony charges. Just seal that misdemeanor charge, and we go for the felony. So you see what I'm saying? Reason why I'm saying that is it lets you know the logic of this motherfucker. She think that, oh, since we left and they didn't arrest us then, we good. Y'all must ain't had no law enforcement law enforcement interactions. If y'all think investigation over. No, it don't happen like that.
This needs to happen and this needs to happen. They wouldn't just let us leave Mexico the way that they did, because if we had any warrant or any open investigation on us from Mexico, they wouldn't have let us pass the borders.
Not true. Matter of fact, they could have let you pass it. Matter of fact, you might be looking on some type of international crime. So it could have been feds. It could have been anybody who said, yeah, let them pass. I mean, she ain't thinking. Like, I'm not saying this to that extent. But what I'm saying is, just because a motherfucker let you leave, that don't mean shit. By the fact you leaving to another country could be another charge. So, because or organized crime or international crime, because you're crossing borders with it, and it could be a joint eventually be a joint investigation where multiple charges are brought against you from different jurisdictions. So I'm not saying this to the extent, but what I'm saying is she ain't even taking that into consideration. She just like, no, it had to been over. That don't mean that, sweetie.
Period.
So see, and then they be saying period and facts. When they say period and facts, you know they lying or they don't know what they talking about. They just say facts, period. Girl.
At the end of the day, We left Mexico righteously, legally, the way we were supposed to, and we did. And they didn't stop us because they didn't have a problem with us because they already had investigated thoroughly the situation. So once we got to Nicaragua, the same thing happened. Only this time, Nicaragua.
And see, y'all done for giving out y'all location. I would say I was in Hawaii or something. Have motherfuckers thinking I'm all somewhere else. Y'all the one who told us y'all was in Nicaragua, knowing that motherfuckers would go call.
Officials are illegally rejecting their Supreme Court orders, their own system. They are infringing upon Chief's rights. They are making up their own laws, and they are holding him basically hostage in the Nicaragua jail, in the Nicaragua prison. And shame on you.
You know how I know they ain't holding him hostage? Because the U.S. would have been over there to get him, right? I mean, they wouldn't allow that, or there would have been some type of publicity on it right now, as far as news, right? They're holding him because they have some on. Well, they're holding. I don't know if they got some on him or nothing like that. I don't want to assume that. But what I'm saying is they're legally holding him. If not, they would have been let go on.
If you feel that, shame on you.
She's trying to keep them donations rolling in, and the dumb motherfuckers that just take this shit in it's gonna fall for it.
If you have it so bad out there for Chief, if you just want to see him fail, like, shame on you, because at the end of the day, no one wants to see. I don't want to see anybody in jail. I feel for all of the people that's in jail right now, because let me tell you the situation that's going on in Nicaragua. And this is no shade on Nicaragua. This is no backlash or anything like that.
She making shit. She said that shit.
I wish everybody well. I wish everybody harmony. I wish everybody peace. I wish everybody a stable environment. So
it's too late. It's too late. And shit ain't gonna say
I wish
now.
nobody war. You know what I'm saying? I just want everything to be cool, calm, and collected.
It's
Nicaragua.
Too late. Y'all should have wrapped it up a long time ago.
Has changed their government system. They've completely changed the turmoil that they have with. Wait, let me see something. They completely have changed their government from the turmoil that they have with America. So what you have is the police, the Nicaraguan police, are cracking down on anybody and anything who is becoming or seems like a political threat, because they don't want to give up their leadership here in Nicaragua. And I understand, because if you're your own man, then you should be able to have, your country under control within your own laws, within your own self. So there's a political upheaval, there's a political turmoil between Nicaragua and America. And the only thing that I could really think about why they would still be holding Chief, or why these things would still be going on as long as it's going on, is because he's a U.S. citizen and they already have something out against Chief, and plus these accusations that are not confirmed on the motherfucking Nicaraguan website. Nothing is confirmed. That they don't want a person out there that all these allegations have been put on. They don't want anybody like that in there.
First of all, they stated that they were allegations. So you taking it like they was presented like it's some type of exact fact. They know that. This is the reason why they said allegedly. So a motherfucker can't say nothing that allegedly and you not get offended. I mean, most shit he put on there that was put on there was reported by other people. That news people just took that shit from other people that reported that shit. They just put it. What fucked y'all up is they put it up in Spanish. So that's what y'all really like. That's what really fucked y'all up.
Space in their country, and I understand that, but at what cost? If you have these people, Nicaragua police have 48 hours to do a thorough investigation on the situation. They have held him for up to 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So at the end of the day, they're infringing Chief's rights. He's been supposed to been out of jail, been supposed to been out of this jail and everything like that. And it's sad. It's sad. And anybody who wished to see Chief in this situation, shame on you. And it's sad for you. I hope it's just sad to see you in that space, because at the end of your life cycle, you're really gonna regret what's going on. You're really going to think about what it is that you've done, and you're going to condemn yourself for it. There's no external God of you that's going to condemn you because whatever. No, you're going to
believe what you want to believe, but I don't receive none of that shit that you just said. Like a motherfucker, I wish this shit happened like that. Motherfuckers done did me dirty, and motherfuckers still living well. Like I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying the idea of karma doesn't exist in certain circumstances. Like I said, don't take this shit like the exact fact. People be like a motherfucker that let some shit go because they're like, well, gotta take care of it, or karma get to them. Hell no, I'm finna retaliate right now, and I'm going to take care of it. Well, that's the problem. Y'all think this. I mean, like I said, I don't want to offend anybody, but man, like y'all need to stop taking shit so literal. I grew up in spiritually and all that shit, but that shit ain't literal to me unless it's tangible in reality, and the rest of it is theory. Like karma shit, I done seen a motherfucker do some shit and he get completely away with it. Nothing happened to the motherfucker. He die easy and live a good life, right? So, and I said, but then again, I done seen a motherfucker do some shit and so-called karma hit him right when he do it. But what I'm saying is, it's not like some exact science. She's speaking this shit like, oh, y'all gonna do this shit, and then shit gonna come back. Not necessarily, nigga. I could be sitting straight up the same way I've been sitting up years before. Like the shit, that's what's fucking y'all up.
gonna do it to yourself because you are that God that you think that's external of you, whether you like to believe that or not.
You be wanting to believe you want to believe that shit so much. Like you want to believe that shit so much, but that shit is not reality. Like I said, circumstantial, but not reality.
You see what I'm saying? Like people always want to make this external entity from outside of them to feel good about what it is that they're doing. But if you really thought about it and you knew that you were God too, and that you would condemn yourself for doing the shit that you've done, you would think twice about doing shit, because you would innately feel bad in your heart about the shit that you have done. And even if you did have an external God, or you thought that there was
Mr. Marquez live? Oh shit, yeah, he is.
Or any one of y'all over there and don't give a fuck and don't need a reason, you're appealing with a lawyer to the courts and all of this shit you talking about, and ain't nothing shake yet. Bad. If it ain't shake and you trying to go to CNN and all of this shit you talking about, what you think gonna happen when? Because the only person can override the Supreme Court is the fucking president. And if you think the president is about to override y'all bullshit, man, you about to get yourself in a world of trouble. Like, stop being silly, man. Y'all creating new accounts and asking for money and shit. $5,000 for a lawyer ain't no fucking 10,000. Come on, man. You smarter than this. And if you keep riding behind this dude, you're gonna be in a world of fucking trouble just like him. Like, wake up. Because I don't have no problem with coming visit you and bringing you some food and picking up my granddaughter at the same time. If you're not gonna listen, if you're not gonna be smart about it, man, like, I don't have no problem with that. But if you're listening, you need to hear what I'm telling you. Like, get the fuck out while you can. This dude not getting out of jail. And no matter what you do, the more attention you bring to it, the worse it's gonna be, because he in jail for a reason. You know, he in jail for a reason. None of y'all in jail yet, but you give them a reason, and they're gonna put your fucking ass in the same place.
Yeah.
And it don't make no sense, because you need to take care of that baby. Like, I'm just talking to you, baby girl. You need to get yourself together, because how you going to fight in a country that's not even yours? Let me tell you something, man. In Palenque, everybody was on his payroll. Money talk, bullshit walk. Y'all might have a Nicaraguan lawyer, but guess what? That Nicaraguan lawyer then took your fucking money, and he's still in fucking jail. That's what they do. They're gonna make you think they're trying to help. Oh yes, come on in, Mrs. Marquez. I got you. I got you. You pay me this money, I get him out. I get him out, no problems. But he's still in jail. They're gonna take all the money you getting from whatever you doing with these cash apps and shit, and he's still gonna be in fucking jail. You shouldn't have to do nothing extra. Why you doing something? Why y'all trying to go to CNN and create petitions and all of this shit if you got a lawyer? You got a lawyer. Your lawyer is supposed to be making shit happen, but it's not happening. Because it's not gonna happen. You need to take some of that fucking money and go somewhere where you can really fight. If you want to fight, take the money and go somewhere else, man. You're on the wrong soil. It's not yours. It's not yours. You wasn't born and raised there. You don't have no family there. You don't have nothing there to help you but a bunch of other folks that's not from there. Y'all all in a place filing behind this dumbass nigga. Let me tell you something. When I first realized, or when I first heard where y'all was going next, man, all I could do was shake my head. You know, because he want to run to a country where he would fit in with the pedophilia and he would fit in with the child molestation and everything would be, even Steven for his part, because that's what he want to do. Y'all followed him over there because for him to fit in is all good. But everybody taking with him, y'all not like that. And if y'all is, then y'all deserve to go. Y'all deserve to go down with him. You know? And I'm just trying to get you to see whatever you're trying to do, they using you on both sides. They using you on both sides. He using you to be dumb, because if you're gonna be dumb and go to jail with him, he good to go.
I appreciate you, doctor.
When you go to jail, you probably say you the mastermind behind it because you the one out here doing all the fucking talking. You out here advocating and acting like
Nino
Brown turned it around on his people. New Jack City. That's just wasn't a movie.
He thinking now.
That shit was based on real events that happen every fucking day. A nigga will turn on you, Velvet, for his freedom. Because trust me, if he ever get the chance to get out and leave, y'all gone. He gone. And then you got to realize something else. In his head, he probably thinking, you got him there because of me.
Yep.
So if he thinking that, how the fuck you think he gonna treat you when
he get out?
If he get out.
If he get out.
How you think he gonna treat you?
Shit.
Worse.
It's
gonna be really, really bad. Like,
woo.
Come on, Val. Wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up, Val.
But she gonna justify it.
Wake up. Wake up. You talked really good that night we talked on the phone. You talked with a lot of fucking sense. But right now, you're not talking with no sense, baby girl. You're in a place that don't care for you. And they will use you. They will use every dime you get. They will take every dime.
Every bit of that US dollar.
And they will still give you the same fucking results. You go into the media. Hey.
She going to jail.
You want it in other places, so just be careful what you wish for. All of y'all need to get out there. All of y'all need to take this opportunity while y'all got the chance. He not there to give orders, but because y'all want to keep him here, y'all enslaving each other. Get out. No. Get out, man.
They gotta get tricked just like they got tricked in there.
Nothing.
That's how they head is.
And if y'all can't see his plan, I just gave it to you.
Another charismatic person has to,
like everybody else that's,
or another cult.
If you, let's realize something. Everybody that was
Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Oh.
with him on the side. Boys, I know y'all was together right before the baby and the duration of the 9 months. So not even a fucking year. And you riding or dying for what? To get yourself in trouble? Man, wake up, man. You gotta wake up. Wake up, Val. It's not worth it. You could be doing something totally different, helping other people. He's not worth it. And I'm just telling you it's real. But y'all know that old saying, hard head make a soft ass. Sometimes you gotta go through things because you're just not the type of person to take advice when you hear reasoning, when you hear knowledge, when you hear wisdom.
Common sense.
Sometimes
Balance.
you gotta just go ahead on and walk up to that stove after you're told not to and burn your fingers. So I hope you wake up, Val. Hope you wake up, chick. I love you. I just hope I'm praying for you, and I hope you wake up. Like, stop being a follower. You're a leader. Stop being a follower.
Stop being a
and you know what?
dumbass.
I want to address one other thing because this is what I need you to understand. You're trying to advocate for this man, but you fucking lying off the dump. They got articles out with you being his second in command or his ride or die, and now you saying shit like my husband. Yeah, y'all not married. Like, what constitutes a marriage is by law. Sign the papers. He can't do that because he's still legally married to the woman in the U.S. He can't do that. He cannot make you an honest woman. Stop telling them people you his fucking wife. Then people go back and check that. You ain't nothing to this man. Just a baby mama. That's it. That's it. You're not married to this man. Stop telling them people that. Because if they go looking at that, you're going to look like a goddamn fool.
Look like a fool.
Like, come on, man. Wake up. I need you to wake up and get out there. I need you to wake up and get somewhere safe where you can handle business. If you still advocating, handle it from somewhere where they don't hate Americans at. Handle it from somewhere where they're not just going to smile in your face and be patting you on your back looking for that soft spot so they can stick that knife. Advocate from somewhere else, man. Like, y'all take some of that money and get the fuck. If you don't want to if they don't want, then you leave. You leave. You, man, be smart about it, Val. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. I love you, baby girl, and I hope you see this, and I hope you fucking wake up, and I hope you understand that you're in a dangerous situation. You're not even from there, man. Them people don't care about you. They don't care about you. The people that's supporting you online, maybe it's a good thing so y'all can have the money to leave. Instead of trying to start all this the dumb shit y'all doing, man. Like y'all bringing attention on yourselves, and your man is in jail for being a cult leader. It's plastered all over the place. You acting like a real member. Do you understand that? I am a member of this cult. This is my cult leader, God, whatever the fuck y'all calling him. And you looking like that to these people. Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, Val. calm before the storm. Just gotta batten down the hatches. So, CarbonNation making videos, and it seems like they trying to cover up what's really going on. So, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Velvet, before you left, you told me you was going on a retreat. Daddy, I'm going on a retreat. Velvet. And you said that it was to better your education. These people you found, this group, was going to give you a better education in Costa Rica on agriculture, botany, and all this good stuff you was going to school for. And as we was talking and you was trying to convince me that you were actually going to a place to get a better education, better than Tuskegee University, where you were going, I started to break down your conversation and quickly realized that you were going to, what was the phrase I used when we were talking? I said, so what you mean is you're going to join a commune? And you asked me, you was like, Daddy, you know about that? And I told you, I know a lot more than you think I know. I was your age once. You know, I'd been there and done all that. So the next thing hit me. I said, "Guy, you joining a cult?" And your immediate response was, "No, Dad, it's culture." I said, "Nah, culture is Mardi Gras Indians. Culture is Second Line Sundays. Culture is the music from our city and stuff like that. That's culture." I said, "Val, you going to join a cult. Now, if you going to join a cult, negative. I'm not supporting that." And you reached out for help from me, your Uncle Steve, your mama, all of us. And you still bounced out. You left with the words we gave you not to go join a cult. So I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all might be telling people that y'all joining this cult for a reason, and the good reason that you joined this organization or went out there. Yeah, maybe it was pure, or maybe it was about nature, or maybe it was about the message. But somewhere along the way, it stopped being about that. And this is what y'all not understanding. See, when y'all leader leads your bishop, see when he realized he can make money, because all of y'all talking about y'all ride or die from day one, but y'all riding or dying from y'all day one. See, y'all got to remember, all of y'all wasn't over there with him from the beginning. Y'all just picked up from where you started from. But he been in the game. He been in the game a long time. And when he realized he could have a bunch of y'all behind him and make money, because see, the saying is the root, the for the love of money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil, y'all. We need money to survive. Just like they begging y'all for these donations. They need the money to survive and pay these lawyers and do whatever they doing over there. But it's for the love of money is the root of all evil. And once Eligio figured, or once he got that, I gotta get this money in his head by any means necessary, I'm gonna use whoever I want to use. Guess what? The 9,000 or whatever videos he made about all the grandeur of the nature and the esoteric and all of that, once he ran out of shit to say, the truth started coming out. Because everybody started to realize that he was full of shit. Everybody started to realize that, yeah, you know what? Maybe he did have something to say. You know what? The brother is on to something. Let's listen to what he got to say about astrology. Let's listen to what he got to say about biology. Let's listen to what he got to say about the black woman is God. Let's listen to what he got to say about him even being God. But because his knowledge is limited, shit to say. And because he's not God, he don't know what to say. So instead of appealing to you folks that really went over there for nature, that really went over there for astrology and to learn all of this stuff, when he ran out of shit to say the real shit, the real him started to jump out. So now, knowing that he can't get followers to follow him and plant flowers and gardens and all the shit y'all said y'all was doing, but y'all never did, he started to appeal to the people that his real self could appeal to. And that was the pedophiles. That was the boys that raped his sisters and the boy that molested his cousins and all these weirdos that do evil shit like that. He started to appeal to them and they started coming over there. They tell me Logan is a pussy in real life. But in real life over there, he can handle the fuck out y'all women because y'all smaller than him. Bam, y'all in a country that he brought y'all to. I didn't bring y'all nowhere. I didn't expose that to nobody. You in a place because he brought you there. But let's talk a little bit about the country you in. Because I need you to understand this. You're in a country where the president thinks that the United States backed a coup against him. And if you really think that the president is pro-America, you done lost it. In other words, if Bishop is locked up for no reason, and they know he's a cult leader, in that same week, 12 other cult leaders got, 3 days later, 12 other cult leaders got locked up. Do you really think he gonna have a fucking problem with locking you up or any one of y'all over there and don't give a fuck and don't need a reason? You're appealing with a lawyer to the courts and all of this shit you talking about and ain't nothing shake yet? Bam. If it ain't shake and you trying to go to CNN and all of this shit you talking about, what you think gonna happen when, because the only person can override the Supreme Court is the fucking president. And if you think the president is about to override y'all bullshit, man, you about to get yourself in a world of trouble. Like, stop being silly, man. Y'all creating new accounts and asking for money and shit. $5,000 for a lawyer ain't no fucking 10,000. Come on, man. You smarter than this. And if you keep riding behind this dude, you're gonna be in a world of fucking trouble just like him. Like, wake up. Because I don't have no problem with coming visit you and bringing you some food and picking up my granddaughter at the same time. If you're not gonna listen, if you're not gonna be smart about it, man, like, I don't have no problem with that. But if you're listening, you need to hear what I'm telling you. Like, get the fuck out while you can. This dude not getting out of jail. And no matter what you do, the more attention you bring to it, the worse it's gonna be. Because he in jail for a reason. You know? He in jail for a reason. None of y'all in jail yet. But you give them a reason. And they're gonna put your fucking ass in the same place. And that don't make no sense. Because you need to take care of that baby. Like, I'm just talking to you, baby girl. You need to get yourself together. Because how you going to fight in a country that's not even yours? Let me tell you something, Val. In Palenque, everybody was on his payroll. Money talk, bullshit walk. Y'all might have a Nicaraguan lawyer, but guess what? That Nicaraguan lawyer done took your fucking money, and he's still in fucking jail. That's what they do. They're going to make you think they're trying to help. Oh, yes, come on in. Come on in, Mrs. Marquez. I got you. I got you. You pay me this money, I get him out. I get him out, no problems. But he's still in jail. They're going to take all the money you getting from whatever you doing with these cash apps and shit, and he's still going to be in fucking jail. You shouldn't have to do nothing extra. Why you doing something? Why y'all trying to go to CNN and create petitions and all of this shit if you got a lawyer? You got a lawyer. Your lawyer is supposed to be making shit happen, but it's not happening. Because it's not going to happen. You need to take some of that fucking money and go somewhere where you can really fight. If you want to fight, take the money and go somewhere else, man. You're on the wrong soil. It's not yours. It's not yours. You wasn't born and raised there. You don't have no family there. You don't have nothing there to help you but a bunch of other folks that's not from there. Y'all all in a place filing behind this dumbass nigga. Let me tell you something. When I first realized, or when I first heard where y'all was going next, man, all I could do was shake my head. Because he want to run to a country where he would fit in with the pedophilia and he would fit in with the child molestation and everything would be, even Steven for his part, because that's what he want to do. Y'all followed him over there because for him to fit in is all good. But everybody taking with him, y'all not like that. And if y'all is, then y'all deserve to go. Y'all deserve to go down with him. I'm just trying to get you to see whatever you're trying to do, they using you on both sides. They using you on both sides. He using you to be dumb, because if you're gonna be dumb and go to jail with him, he good to go. Cause guess what? When you go to jail, he'll probably say you the mastermind behind it because you the one out here doing all the fucking talking. You out here advocating and acting like, yeah, Nino Brown turned it around on his people, New Jack City. That's just wasn't a movie. That shit was based on real events that happen every fucking day. A nigga will turn on you, Velvet, for his freedom. Cause trust me, if he ever get the chance to get out and leave, y'all gone. He gone. And then you gotta realize something else. In his head, he probably thinking you got him there because of me. So if he thinking that, how the fuck you think he gonna treat you if he get out? How you think he gonna treat you? Worse. It's gonna be really, really bad. Like, come on, Val, wake up, man. Wake up. Wake up, Val. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. You talked really good that night we talked on the phone. You talked with a lot of fucking sense. But right now, you're not talking with no sense, baby girl. You're in a place that don't care for you. And they will use you. They will use every dime you get. They will take every dime you get. And they will still give you the same fucking results. You go into the media. Hey. You want it in other places, so just be careful what you wish for. All of y'all need to get out there. All of y'all need to take this opportunity while y'all got the chance. He not there to give orders, but because y'all want to keep him here, y'all enslaving each other. Get out. You know, get out, man. He don't have nothing else to talk about. Nothing. And if y'all can't see his plan, I just gave it to you. Like everybody else that's, let's realize something. Everybody that was originally with him is gone. You not an original member. Trying. I don't know, Logan, whatever his name is, I don't know if he was even there in the beginning. But y'all wasn't with him from day one. Y'all wasn't with him from day one. Y'all just taking a ride with him from now. You ain't been with him for 3 years unless you was cheating on old Kennard with him on the side. Far as I know, y'all was together right before the baby and the duration of the 9 months. So not even a fucking year. And you riding or dying for what? To get yourself in trouble? Man, wake up, man. You gotta wake up. Wake up, man. It's not worth it. You could be doing something totally different, helping other people. He's not worth it. And I'm just telling you it's real. But y'all know that old saying, hard head make a soft ass. Sometimes you gotta go through things because you're just not the type of person to take advice when you hear reasoning, when you hear knowledge, when you hear wisdom. Sometimes you gotta just go ahead on and walk up to that stove after you're told not to and burn your fingers. So I hope you wake up, Val. I hope you wake up, chick. I love you. And I just hope, I'm praying for you, and I hope you wake up. Like, stop being a follower. You're a leader. Stop being a follower. And you know what? I want to address one other thing, because this is what I need you to understand. You're trying to advocate for this man, but you fucking lying off the dump. They got articles out with you being his second in command or his ride or die, and now you saying shit like, my husband. Well, y'all not married. Like, what constitutes a marriage is by law. Sign the papers. He can't do that because he's still legally married to the woman in the U.S. He can't do that. He cannot make you an honest woman. Stop telling them people you his fucking wife. Then people go back and check that. You ain't nothing to this man. Just a baby mama. That's it. That's it. You're not married to this man. Stop telling them people that. Because if they go looking at that, you're going to look like a goddamn fool. Like, come on, man. Wake up. I need you to wake up and get out there. I need you to wake up and get somewhere safe where you can handle business. If you still advocating, handle it from somewhere where they don't hate Americans at. Handle it from somewhere where they're not just going to smile in your face and take your money and somebody be patting you on your back looking for that soft spot so they can stick that knife. Advocate from somewhere else, man. Like, y'all take some of that money and get the fuck. If you don't want to if they don't want, then you leave. You leave. You, man, be smart about it, Val. Be smart about it. Be smart about it. I love you, baby girl, and I hope you see this, and I hope you fucking wake up, and I hope you understand that you're in a dangerous situation. You're not even from there, man. Them people don't care about you. They don't care about you. The people that's supporting you online, maybe it's a good thing so y'all can have the money to leave. Instead of trying to start all the dumb shit y'all doing, man. Like y'all bringing attention on yourselves, and your man is in jail for being a cult leader. It's plastered all over the place. You acting like a real member. Do you understand that? I am a member of this cult. This is my cult leader, God, whatever the fuck y'all calling him. And you looking like that to these people. Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, Val. I got something for y'all. So just wake up, Val. I love you, and I'll see y'all later.